Hi, I'm Blake Schofield, founder and CEO of The Bridge to Fulfillment. Mom to 3, USA Today top 10 professional coach, and former corporate executive who got tired of sacrificing my life for a comfortable paycheck. My mission is to expand perspectives to achieve greater impact at home and work without sacrifice. This is The Bridge to Fulfillment. Welcome back to another episode of The Bridge to Fulfillment. Today I want to talk about a simple shift to create positive momentum in your life. You know, often we can go through life getting in our own habits, our own patterns, that we don't even see all of the ways of which things creep into our life that are actually pulling us down, stealing our energy, or stopping us from operating at our best. And so today, I want to challenge you to start to really look at what are the inputs that are coming into your life in terms of information, television shows, social media, relationships, and environments. Because each one of those plays a part in terms of how you're living your life and the momentum that you're either creating or detracting from in your life. Now, if you've been a listener for a while in this podcast, you know that I have been working for many years on being very cautious about the inputs I allow in my life. This is very different actually than how I used to operate. In fact, I have not really watched the news since I think about 2018, when I started to really understand the impact of that negativity on my life. In fact, if you look at studies, they'll actually show that consuming negative information hours later is still impacting you. And I think as a society, whether it's social media or what's on the news or TV, there's so much negativity in the world. And it becomes really easy when you're starting to listen to that to believe that you're seeing the entirety of truth, when in fact you really aren't. You're seeing something that's very jaded in one direction. It's sensational. It grabs people's attention. And as a result, right, our brains often don't even know the difference. So we can get into consuming things that actually create fear, doubt, anxiety, or worry, and then we're actually not in a position to change or do anything about them. And so it starts to distort our perspective of the world. So in 2018, I actually cut out the news, and I went through this whole thing of wondering if I would be left out of the loop or not know what's going on. And yet, here I am years later, realizing that the important stories always surface. I end up knowing what I need to know, and I'm no longer consuming things that create negativity, fear, doubt, anxiety, or worry that I'm not going to do anything about. And instead, I'm focusing my energy on positive things that move me forward, things that I care about that I can actually take action on to do something good for the world. And the difference is astounding and amazing. Now, as we sit in an environment right now with inflation, with an upcoming election, you know, these are the times when things become more divisive, when social media becomes louder, when the news really wants to sensationalize even more things. And it can become really easy if you allow those things in your life to begin to believe that we are us versus them, divided, that all these terrible things are happening in the world, when you're missing all of the amazing things that are actually showing up on a day-to-day basis. And so a very simple shift you can make to get positive momentum in your life is to look at what are the inputs. What are the relationships I have? And are those people actually breathing life into my life? Are they breathing positivity and encouragement and inspiration? Or are they draining me, taking my resources, creating more negativity? What are the things I'm consuming? Books, media, TV, and are those things actually adding to my life or detracting? And then what's happening in the environments that I'm in? Am I in environments that are inspiring me, giving me energy, making me feel passionate and excited to be there, or the exact opposite? And just stopping and looking at each one of those inputs in your life and then deciding to either remove yourself, remove inputs or resources or environments or relationships that aren't adding to your life, or figure out how to reduce their impact in your life. Make a huge shift in a very, very short period of time. I encourage you, there's so much good in the world. And there's so much wonderful things that you can do when you are bringing goodness into your life and you have the right boundaries, keeping the things, people, resources, environments out that are actually not helping you to thrive. Just applying this for the next week or two will enable you to feel a positive momentum forward and start creating more of the life, the environment, and the relationships that you want. So I encourage you today, stop, spend 10 minutes to journal. Think about those inputs in your life and where you want to make 1 or 2 changes to get back more energy, more positivity, more joy in your life. I'm excited to see how this works for you, and I look forward to hearing from you. What other topics do you want in this next season ahead? How can I continue to support you in creating more of the career and life that you want? Jump on to Apple or iTunes, leave a review. Tell me how you're enjoying the podcast and what you want more of. I'm really here to help serve you. It's an honor to be doing this podcast all the way back from 2019. And my goal is to continue to offer you even more value in the days, weeks, months, and years ahead. Until next time, have a great one.